Hello and welcome to Rebels Radio latest interview. I'm joined by both Slough Town joint managers. Good evening, Neil and John.
Good evening, John.
How are you both?
Pretty good, cheers. Pretty good.
You sound a bit snuffly.
Yeah, I got a bit of a blocked nose.
Was that after your birthday at the weekend?
Yeah, a bit run down from my 40th. So
Is it getting to 40 you start to get ill?
yeah, all a little bit downhill from here, I think. So yeah, it's a 6-day hangover, I think.
But before your party, there was a decent performance on Saturday afternoon.
You wanna?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it was obviously a bit of a game of two halves. We did feel we're probably a little bit unlucky to go in 2 down at half time, but I thought second half we did all the right things against when you're playing against 10 and then 9 men. You know, we did the right things. We passed the ball. We were patient. We created plenty of chances. And we got what we deserved in the end.
I think we did get a little bit of luck at times. I think at 2-1 we got a good decision in our favour. I think Guy had played a ball short to Reese, and their lad had gone in on goal, and I think Reese had caught him. The referee didn't give a free kick, and I think we got away with that because I think Reese at that point had been booked, and we would have been down to 10 men also. So I think we got a little bit of luck. But looking back at the video, I know at the time I wasn't sure why the lad got sent off for the first one. I didn't think it was a red card at the time, but having seen it back, he's gone in studs up, and he's got nowhere near the ball. So letter of the law, it's a red card. And the second one, the lad's just been stupid. He's just turned around. It's nothing major, but he's just turned around and petulantly kicked at Jamie McClurg, and it's no different than when Beckham kicked Simeone or something like that in the World Cup. It was just petulance, and the referee saw it. I mean, he would have been sent off anyway because he'd already been booked, but he got a straight red for that. So
The conditions were pretty awful. Were you pleased how the team adapted to them?
Yeah, we did. It was very, very windy, very wet. As we said, second half, as there was a bit more space with the extra man and the extra 2 men, we had to just pass the ball. The way to play on Saturday was get it down, pass and probe and move them about, and I thought we did that really well. I thought we coped very well with the conditions. The pitch played well considering all the rain, but it wasn't an easy day for football. It wasn't an easy day for defending at all.
No, there was a few sticky points in that second half where obviously the referee was having words about the puddle in the goal mouth down at the far end at half time, and then there was a few moments when the ball hung up and your hearts must have been in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was wet. I mean, we went out at half time and you're 2-0 down, and you're sort of thinking, would it be a bonus if the game's called off at this point? But we didn't push it or anything like that. And I mean, there was a couple of times where balls were played back. I think once to Alex, and the ball stopped in the puddle, or a bit of a puddle, and it can sort of cause a few problems. But to be fair, the game did play pretty well, and the lads sort of they adapted to the conditions. And as John said, it was difficult defensively. I think you saw from both sides defenders who've gone to head the ball, and the ball's sort of come off their foreheads and skidded through or whatever. So it was tough, and we both played in those conditions, and it's difficult as a centre half or a full back. So but credit to the lads, they done brilliant, and we got justified result.
It's all about getting the points at the end of the day, and it was a massive 3 points for us on Saturday.
Are you concerned at all at home? You seem to sometimes, concede before then going on a score and coming back. A few times you've been down at half time and then being forced to come back this season.
We're actually doing it on purpose for a little bit of value for money for the supporters.
Wasn't it? I think the Weymouth manager rang John up and said we're probably the most value for money team in the league at the moment. With the amount of goals that are involved in our games, and
it is frustrating. As managers, we want to keep clean sheets, and I think Saturday was a bit of a one-off with the conditions. I think that it was very difficult for both sides to defend. I thought we defended brilliantly at Margate the week before.
And against Hereford the week before that as well.
Yeah, so I'd like to think that's something we are improving on, and we are fed up with going behind, having to sort of try and rally the troops at half time. But it has shown that we've got great character. We know we've always got goals in the side, so if we're 1 down, 2 down, we're not going to give up any game.
What have you been up to this week then?
Well, Tuesday the lads had the night off. A couple went out and played. I say a couple. Jake Somerville went out and played again, and Sebastian Seb Costello went and played as well for Badshot League. Other than that, we gave the lads a night off. We've just trained tonight over near Heathrow on a 3G surface. We've had a real lively session tonight. Yeah, I mean, everyone was in really good spirits and sort of ready for the weekend, to be honest.
Is Alex going to be with us at the weekend?
Yeah, it's Alex's last game on Saturday. His loan finishes Saturday night, so Summers will play again for Badshot Lee. He's had 2 games this week, kept 2 clean sheets, done ever so well. Bakes went and watched him Tuesday, and he said he was very, very good. So he'll come back in for Cirencester on Tuesday. But yeah, Alex plays his final game Saturday. He's done a great job for us. He's a good lad, and he's really helped us out coming in there.
In terms of other squad news, how are other injuries progressing? Ben Ed, Dobbo, etc.
Yeah, Ben's fine. Dobbo's trained tonight. He's got through the session tonight. Still not he's obviously been out for a couple of weeks, so still not 100% sure that he's 100% fit. But he trained tonight, so that's good. Guy's had tonsillitis this week. I think it was off the back of last week where he was feeling a bit rough before the weekend. He went to the doctors on Monday and prescribed antibiotics. So he didn't train tonight. We're thinking he'll be available Saturday. How he'll be, we're not quite sure. We'll have to talk to him Friday, Saturday, make a decision on that. Ryan Parsons, who obviously come off with a hip injury on Saturday. He trained tonight. He did feel it at the start. He said it felt better as it went on, but again, not 100% fit. And then Scott Harris actually got a dead leg on Saturday, and he started training tonight and was unable to sort of complete the whole session.
I think we're gonna, we'll name a 16-man squad, won't we? I think everybody we expect to make themselves available. I can't see any of those lads turn around and saying they're not available to play. I think it will be myself and Neil will make the decision on who we think is the right 11 to go with. I think I'd be very surprised if potentially Guy is the one who might have a problem. But I'd expect the others to put themselves forward. We've just got to weigh up what's the right 11 to go with, what's the right shape to go with. We've had a report on Merthyr. We know a fair bit about them. We've just got to, we're quite relaxed about it. We've got some really good options for Saturday. Really good options in the squad full stop at the minute. So, we just need to chat that through between now and Saturday and hopefully pick the right team.
What are your expectations for Saturday? What do you want from your boys?
I think any game you want to win, especially in a cup competition. We know Merthyr will be a very tough opponent. They've had a great season to date. They were decent last season. They obviously missed out on the playoffs, in the same vein as Kettering, really. So, as far as I'm concerned, they could be playing at our level, no problems this season, and they'd be comfortable in our league. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's no different than a Southern Premier League game against a side that we know can do things on the day. So, we have to be right up for it. There'll be no sort of taking it easy, thinking, they're a step 4 side, because as I say, believe that they're as good, as good as most step 3 sides that will play.
And strikers on both sides who are first finding the back of the net.
Yeah, Hatchet and Eddie have done very well over the last few weeks. They've struck up a very good partnership, playing very well as a pair. But the great news is we've got Johnny back as well now. Johnny trained brilliantly tonight. He looks so sharp. He's itching to get back in the side. We've got we're lucky to have 3 very good forwards. And they're all going to play a big part, in the coming weeks, really, and the rest of the season. If we can keep those 3 fit, it's a real boost, because we know that any combination of those 3, any pair, or even as a 3, they can. We've got plenty of options up there, so we'll monitor that one. But they all expect and want to play. They generally score goals when they do play, so it's a good headache to have.
And a little run in the FA Trophy, another £3,000 plus, would be great on Saturday.
Yeah, obviously last year we didn't make an awful lot from the cup runs, and obviously going out at the first hurdle in the FA Cup this year, which was disappointing. So for us to get through this round and potentially another round, that makes £10,000 for the club, which is good money. So we'd love to get on a run. We'd love to get on a run also for the fact that we'll get to pit ourselves against potentially conference outside or even conference sides. you know, Conference South and Conference North sides come in at the next round, and Conference Premier sides the round after. So you've only got to win 2 games, and you're potentially playing against a Woking or an Aldershot. And you know, for myself and John, you know, that's what we want to be doing. We want to be pitting our wits against, you know, likes of, you know, Gary Hill, Andy Scott, and you know, the likes of that. So yeah, it'd be great if we can get on a run, and you know, we'll be getting the lads bang up for it.
Also, the achievement in beating Margate away, the day we had there, and the superb performance, you know, to go and put in a below par performance in the next round and get dumped out is something you don't really want to think about. You know, we did so well to win there. That needs to be the platform for a run. You know, it can't be a one-off result.
Well, brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, gents. Good luck on Saturday, and hopefully we'll talk after another victory.
Let's hope so, John.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.